you got to give Florida credit because I think that they show they're a little farther along than we are at the same stage. This time of year, they made us work for everything. They show some maturity when they're shooting 26% from three, and they came out the first half and went 7 of 12 from three. It says a lot about the maturity of that team and their ability to be confident, and that really made a huge difference in the first half. They were unbelievable on the boards. I thought that that's an area that we can get better at. I think we're athletic enough. I think we strong enough to make that adjustment, but we can rebound a lot better. But we're still struggling with trying to play within the system that we have normally been accustomed to playing. The execution of it, and the how we fill the lanes, and where we getting our post ups at, and moving the ball and making extra passes. Tonight I thought the ball stuck quite a bit. We normally like to make 225 so passes a game. Tonight we made 185, and that's not good for who we are in the system that we've tried to implement. We move the ball, make the extra pass, then you create opportunities for us to use athleticism driving the ball. And I don't think it's not a selfish thing we're dealing with. It's just us adjusting to the style that we feel is best for us to win with the talent that we have. We're making progress. We came out the second half. I thought we had a lot more focus. We didn't get the stops on a consistent basis that we like, but we got it down to 4 with a chance. And obviously, coming close doesn't count very much in this business. We can learn from this game, and I think we'd be better prepared if we can, from a maturity standpoint, take the things that we did well, enhance on those, identify the areas where we can improve on, and then do a lot more focusing to make sure we improve in those areas. But overall, I think you got to give Florida credit. They're a good basketball team, and my hat goes off to them.
Question for Coach. First time with this team, one of his team with that talent and that physicality. You talked about learning lessons. What do you learn about the physicality it's going to take to play inside, really, at both ends of the court?
Well, that's something that we have not adjusted to the entire season. Not only have we didn't do a good job rebounding against Florida, we have not rebounded well throughout the season. That's just a mindset. That's just a maturing mindset that we got to get to. I look up one time and I got 4 first-year guys out there still not quite sure of how to utilize their skills within our system. But I thought during those periods, those guys held their own for the most part. So I'm excited about what I see as potential. I'm disappointed that we didn't play the full 40 minutes up to our potential tonight, and I'm not making any excuses. We still got a ways to go. But I think the potential, the talent is there for us to continue to keep making steps in the right direction. We just can't allow this loss to deject us. We got to learn from this and let it motivate us and inspire us.
Malik had a tough time a little bit in a few instances, but how do you keep him just up and just encouraged going through tough stretches?
Well, it's a little more challenging for him because he's come out of a system where he was basically the initiator of the offense. And the point guard took the ball out of bounds and gave it to him, and that's not the way that we play. And so it's a little bit of a different adjustment for him. He has to learn to finish those baskets, and he will, because he has good skill in there. But it's a big jump from junior college to playing against a top 25 ranked team in the country. And but I love his attitude. He was wanting to be in the game during the critical parts of the game, and I think he's gonna learn. I think he's gonna grow because he's a Seminole, and I think that the encouragement he gets from his teammates. I think when he watched the film, he's going to see the pluses of where he is, and he also going to see those areas that he needs to improve.
Do you think it was good for that second group when Jameer was in foul trouble? They kind of hung in there.
Yes.
In the second half?
Yes. What can you say about a guy like Davis? I mean, he only has one gear, and he's tough and he makes his shots, and defensively he's just as aggressive, and he's a pretty good rebounder for a small guy. He gives us that energy, and I think our guys fed off of that a little bit tonight.
What do you think that stretch of 3-pointers from Justin in the second half there can do for him and maybe the perimeter shooting as a whole, maybe giving you a few more reliable options out there?
Well, we know that Jerry Dang is an unbelievable perimeter shooter. We all know that. They just gotta. Most of it's mental, and that's part of growing up in our system. Personally, as I was talking to Coach Nickelberry earlier today, I said, Coach, we just shot the lights out in practice, and we've been doing that. But that's why I believe that as we grow and mature and settle into adjusting to their skills to our system, I think we'll start knocking jump shots down. But moving the ball and making the extra pass gives you an opportunity to have some of those uncontested threes. Unfortunately tonight we contested quite a few of their threes and they went in. That's what good teams will do for you. This mature.
Coach, you were talking about Daquan Davis and how aggressive and physical he is. He didn't really have a shot attempt until the second half. How do you try to instill that aggressiveness in him early?
I don't think I would have any problem instilling aggressiveness in Davis. That's his nature. That was just the flow of the game, and he was ready. And I thought, and every night on this team is going to be somebody else. That's the makeup of who we are right now, and we have not been able to be consistent in enough areas where we know exactly how to utilize our rotation. I mean, we still in that learning phase because now we got a lot of new players that are this is their first taste of playing at this level. So, but the good news is that I think our attitudes are good. I think we don't have any dissenters. We just learn and growing. We just hope that we can continue to keep winning while we learn. I remember a few years ago when we won the ACC, we started off 7-12. No, sorry, 7-5, and I remember losing to Princeton over the break. Very few people in the stands, but that team bounced back, learned from the losses, and really got focused, and we were able to finish the season with a championship. Hopefully that will be what we do with this team.
Everybody else set?